Hello, everybody. I'm here with my co-host today, Bay. Say hi, Bay. Hi, everybody. Hi. Anyway, welcome to Cohenversations number 24. My other co-host is down on the floor, being annoyed that I'm not holding her. Hi, Larry. And I'm feeling really, really good today. Um, Today is a day of accomplishment. And hey, Queeno, my Larrys are here. Larry, meet Larry. Nice to meet you each together. Anyway, today is a day of accomplishment, and I wanted to share that with you. Um, Today is a day of celebration of dogged perseverance, I would say. For those of you who are not aware or who have forgotten or don't think about me every day, um, just a little bit of background. Just short of a month ago, I was furloughed from my job. And immediately at that point, um, submitted for unemployment insurance through the EDD, the Employment Development Department, which is a misnomer by any stretch of the imagination. Um, Anyway, for those of you lucky enough to have not had to go through them, the way they deal with things now is once you are approved for unemployment, you are sent a debit card, a Visa debit card through Bank of America. And then you have to go to the website to activate it, like you do any credit card or debit card. And once you are in the website, you get to choose a PIN, and which means personal identification number for those of you who are people that insist on calling it a PIN number. Anyway, and then once you have selected your PIN, you are also able to decide whether you want the funds to be delivered to that card to stay on that card, or if you'd like them or a portion of them sent to your checking account or savings account. Now, I wanted mine to go directly to my checking account so I could actually pay for bills and things like that, particularly the ones that are automatically paid on a monthly basis. So I went to do this and made it through the entire activation process. And Quino, you don't tell everyone my PIN. Made it all the way through the activation process, and then you get to the validation or the verification part, where they are going to send you a code through your email. Now the odd thing here is they had my old email. Now, here's the interesting thing about the EDD that I discovered is that if you have ever registered with the EDD, they assume that nothing in your life has ever changed. So, 12 years ago, when I registered after being laid off from the Queen Mary, I had a totally different email. They kept it and they made it impossible for me to change it. Makes total sense. So, in short, I was unable to verify who I was. So I decided to call them. As you may imagine, with millions and millions of people suddenly being unemployed, the phones are not really set up to handle that. You're a prop. You're a prop. You're here to symbolize dogged perseverance. Anyway, so I started calling on Tuesday. I got my card on Monday. When I realized there was a problem, I started calling on Tuesday. tended to be on hold for at least a couple of hours before it clicked over to a recording that said they had too many calls to handle, call back another time, and hung up on me. Since Tuesday, I have been calling regularly, including the other night when I woke up at 2:30 in the morning thinking no one else is going to do this, and called in and was on hold for 45 minutes and then decided this is stupid, so hung up. Anyway, the long and short of it is that today I actually got through. I talked to a human being who was actually very pleasant. Um, and she managed to fix my email. And she also assigned me a pin. Actually, I assigned myself a pin on the phone. She sent me to a separate thing that allowed me to set my pin on the phone. So I decided to go to my, yes, it's a cool thing. It's a great thing to do. So I went to the website to log in so that I could set up the automatic transfer and discovered that she typed my email in wrong. So I had to call back. Now, the good news is they have obviously hired a lot more people because only after a couple of hours of trying, and trying means calling, staying on hold, and being hung up on, or my favorite, calling, staying on hold, being transferred to a human being that for one reason or another wasn't able to hear my side of the conversation, so then physically hung up on me. After all of that, I actually spoke to a couple of other people because I had to call back a couple of times to completely fix this. And the upshot is everything's working now. I have a pin. I can log on to the website. I Whenever I get a deposit, it will automatically be deposited into my checking account. I have succeeded. So, here is my point. We are living in very strange times. We, as middle class Americans who are incredibly spoiled and have never really had anything like real hardship, and if you're watching this, I include you. I don't care if you're strapped for money at one point or another. We all are. But for the most part, we're in pretty good shape. We've become incredibly spoiled and we whine about everything. There are people whining about wanting all of this to be over and going back to work and going back to normality before anything is solved. It's insane. No, I'm not getting into politics right now. I just had to get that out. But we whine about everything and we panic about everything. And we go to the store and they don't have the thing we want to buy and we have to cry about it. Well, here's the fact: we can survive. And if they don't have what we have at the store, guess what? You can go back another time and you know what? They're going to have it. Or you know what? They may not have the nice plush 3-ply extra soft Charmin we like. But you go to a different couple different places, you're going to find toilet paper. I've done it. I've found toilet paper. Is my butt particularly happy? No, it's been treated better. But yes, it's been treated better by you, Larry Quino. Thank you so much. Anyway, um, we survive. We are survivors. And the only thing that gets in the way of us surviving is us whining and feeling sorry for ourselves. So if you just put a little extra effort in, and when I say a little extra effort, trust me, I know the little extra effort may be a pain to get through because it's more than just a little. We really have to dedicate ourselves to accomplishing things. But things do get accomplished, and nothing has crumbled, and no one is in horrible, horrible need. At least at this end, I'm feeling very lucky. And it all has to do with just being, you say it, dogged. Yes, be dogged. She's poor little thing. Anyway, oh, is mommy home from her walk? Let's go see. Go on, go on. Anyway, I just wanted to let you all know, as my animals go crazy in the background, that we can survive this. We survive anything, and more than survive, we can really thrive, and we can accomplish things that we didn't think we could accomplish before, and all it takes is a little bit of dedication to the goal. So let's all just take a moment and dedicate ourselves to not only getting through this, but getting through it as better people and looking out for each other and helping each other and knowing in our hearts that we're going to end up in a better place and appreciate it. Because once you don't have to be so doggedly perseverant, hopefully we won't forget what it's like to have to be doggedly perseverant. And we can appreciate the ease that is what most of our lives come down to. In the meantime, doggedly wash your hands, persevere to stay far, far apart from each other, and keep your hands away from your face. I've worked at it. I'm doing much better. If you look at the early Cohenversations, my hands were all over my face. I'm doing much, much better right now. So, take really good care of yourselves. Thank you for joining me again. I really appreciate it. Uh, I am off for the weekend again, but I am certainly open for questions or topics or anything you want to talk about. And if you haven't decided to join me for the Directors Roundtable on Sunday at 7 o'clock, check my Facebook page and join because it should be a lot of fun. I am going to have with me Sharon Case, Kathy Palladino, and from the far northern reaches of our state, Andrew Vonderschmidt. So it should be a really, really fun discussion. Take care of yourselves. Love you all, and I'll see you on Monday.